He's gonna scrape, he's gonna scrape, he's gonna scrape. Oh.
Alright, I expect really good lies when I see that picture on the internet later.
Guys, welcome to day 2 of Monterey Car Week. Now, yesterday we saw some crazy cars at RM Sotheby's, and there wasn't a lot of cars to spot, but man, it is Tuesday, and what I'm looking at now just completely changed everything. This is like top tier spotting, and if the week starts like this, we're gonna have a great week. Let me show you what's in front of me. So what we're looking at now is Zonda Nero. This car is honestly crazy, black paint, and it's pretty much from what I was told, kind of like a black tricolore with all the crazy vents right here and the fins. And man, I don't think I've seen too many pictures of this car, even yet alone see it in person. And Tuesday of Car Week, first car we see is a Zonda. I mean, there's no better start than that, really. But yeah, look at this back end, and I like the Zonda because honestly, it doesn't look like too crazy. You know, it's not overly designed. It kind of still reminds you of the original Zondas where it was just a clean shape. It did add a little bit of vents here and there, but man, this is such a cool first spot for Car Week. This is top tier car spotting, guys. The only thing really gets better than this is like a CLK GTR, maybe a McLaren F1, but this is about as good as it's gonna get on a Tuesday. But who knows, we might see some other stuff. So while everybody's looking at the Zonda, 6 cars came up and said these 2 cars are here on the other side of the parking lot. Now, again, I don't know much about race cars, but we got the expert right here. So what exactly are these cars?
So I've got a 308, which is basically built to GT2 spec. It's a 308 LM. That's why it's got the wider body panels. Basically, it looks like a 288 GTO. So 308 underneath, built for the track. Then we've got a 550 GTS under here, which is basically the GT1 specification. Would race in the old FIA GT Championship against some pretty big cars. It might have run against the F1 GTR, 911 GT1 at some series. So pretty damn cool, I would have to say.
So the more you know, if you guys like race cars, you want to know more info like that, follow 6 cars. So we think we may have just spotted something in this parking lot. Hopefully it's what we think it is, because if it is, it's a very big deal. So we actually thought by the doors from far away this might be a Gordon Murray T50, which it isn't, but it is a 2,000 horsepower Lotus hypercar. It's fully electric, not really much of our cup of tea, but it's still kind of cool to see. And again, this is just the type of thing you can expect to see during Car Week, the random prototypes and the random supercars and hypercars that you just wouldn't see anywhere else, and they're just here outside, not at an event or anything like that. 718 RS Spider. So one of the key parts of Car Week is checking the Polo fields. So the Polo fields are where all the trucks drop off all the cars that get shipped around from around the world for people to display them at shows here, to drive them around. And as you can see, this is just the beginning, and there is literally probably close to 100 trucks at any given point here. And what happens, we just walk around, look in the trucks, see what they're unloading, see what's in the trucks, and it's just kind of exciting. It's like a mystery box of finding out, you know, what's here, because honestly we have no idea. So there's a car here under a cover, and we're trying to figure out what it is. We have a slight suspicion it's a Koenigsegg, but we're gonna go closer and see if we can kind of take a closer look. We're not gonna remove the cover because it's not our car, but just look at the shapes and see if we can kind of figure it out. Yeah, again, it's hard to tell, especially because the cover's moving, but look at the shape of the front and even the wheels and everything. I am 99% sure there's a Koenigsegg carbon fiber wheels, probably like something like a CCX. Definitely here with the kind of shape of the wing and how you see it. Yeah, I'm confident this is a Koenigsegg. You can see kind of the roof line with the little buttresses here. We're gonna probably see it out this week, maybe even today it will come out. Guys, do you remember this morning we saw Zonda and I told you it probably won't get better on a Tuesday? Well, I was wrong. I was really wrong, because it just got better. And this is exactly how it got better. We have a CLK GTR Roadster. You guys might have seen it in the Hypercar meet video a few days ago, but one of 6 made, you know, 25 total cars, 6 of them are Roadsters. But look at the crowd it is attracting here. All the spotters from all over Monterey heard this car's here and they came down to see it. And man, is it worth the trip to come down here for, you know, 20 minutes or whatever from wherever you're from, on the water, CLK GTR Roadster. This is my 5th Car Week. It's the first time I've ever seen one in the wild. But yeah, look at that. I mean, we've seen F1s here, we've seen Zondas, but this is the first time I'm seeing a CLK GTR out and about in Monterey Car Week. And not only that, it is a Roadster. Like, this one's got the HRE wheels. If you guys didn't watch the video of the Hypercar meet, it was a little bit harder to film the car back then because there was so many more people there. Here, at least, everybody's respectful in the photographer, so there is space where you can see the car. Today just keeps getting better and better. I'm not saying whatever I'm looking at right now is better than what we just left with the CLK GTR, but honestly, it's not that far behind. It's probably the best kind of modern supercar we could have seen. Let me show you what's in front of me. So we have here an SP3, the new Ferrari hypercar, kind of a non-hybrid LaFerrari, V12, naturally aspirated. The roof is removable, so you can kind of say this is a better version of a LaFerrari Aperta. They went back to the basics, didn't overcomplicate the car, and they designed it to look so freaking good. This red is so nice. This one has a blue stripe. But the one thing I really love about this car is the interior. The blue Alcantara, like the launch spec, looks honestly epic. Carbon fiber roof, and it just kind of looks like what you would dream a Ferrari to look like. They didn't make it look like any other car on the road. It really just sticks out, different than anything else they've made recently. So you can really appreciate that they went out of their way to make this a truly great car, and I think it is being appreciated for that. So next up on the crazy spotting adventures of a Tuesday in Monterey, we have this Carbon Chiron SuperSport. Now this one, look at the design. This is all factory, all paint, the full carbon body with all the blue kind of lines and accents that even transfer over to the wheels and the brake calipers. Absolutely wild spec. It's got the sky view, and even in the interior, when you look inside, you can see on the door panels all those weird squiggly lines just keep going on there. I mean, the amount of effort and amount of detail that's on this car, honestly, this is so cool that Bugatti would do that for a customer and go that creative. And you know, this is truly a one-of-one spec. You're never going to see one like this ever again. But man, what a cool spec on a cool car. And I guess his wife has one that we shot last year. It's pretty much exactly the same as spec as this, but where the carbon is, it will be red. Where the blue lines are, it was orange. So I don't know if you guys remember, but it was driving around everywhere. That's this guy's wife. So it's husband and wife, and they have a pretty good duo of Bugatti Chiron SuperSports. Random Ferrari Daytona. I think the random spots are starting. We've seen a lot of parking lot cars, but this is a pretty cool car to just randomly see at a stop sign. It's time to check the Polo fields again. Before we do, this is not a hypercar. This is a 700 horsepower because that's factory power on these, but Panamera Turbo S hybrid wagon. This is literally a 918 for the family, hybrid V8 twin turbo. So when I talk about like a mystery box and you never know what's in somewhere, this is what I mean. Open door, not too sure what's up there. Right here, purple carbon Apolllo IE. Look at this, random spot, silver F40. Damn, all the LM bits came out of nowhere. Going to try to find the Huayra. Oh, RS200. That was badass. I think that was Ken Block's car. We're gonna go chase the Huayra and the Aston Martin Valour, I think it's called, that we just saw. They went straight, so we're kind of on the hunt. Let's see if we can find them. We have located one of the cars at least. We have the Aston Martin Valour, the V12, I think, manual. Honestly, don't know too much about these, but they are super cool and they look amazing. Here he goes. And a little spot right here, McLaren P1 and an SF92 just for good measure. U06 and a P1. But yeah, this red P1, good thing it's parked in race mode with the wing up. I do think this car is actually here every year. We usually do see it around Ocean Avenue. This Cobra starting up. But yeah, honestly, pretty cool sight to see. We were just looping around and just saw it through the fence. 997.1 GT3 RS with BC plates, but unfortunately comfort seats. Doing some parking lot spotting, and behind these cars is a row of some decent cars. Let's go see them. So yeah, random small parking lot spots, and we have a Bugatti EB110, the original crazy Bugatti V12 quad turbo. Next to this V8 Vantage, which again, I'm not a big Aston Martin guy, but the interior looks absolutely wild from what you can see here with all the blue and the carbon bucket seats. Then we have this 488 Pista, my bad. And next to that is a Huayra Roadster. And you know what? I think this might be the first time I've ever seen a Huayra Roadster with the cloth top. I think I always see them with the hard top, but this exposed carbon fiber body looks honestly incredible. The blue interior on the Pista looks great. Blue interior on the Aston Martin looks great. And an EB110, like, come on, it's an EB110. We made a questionably wrong turn that is going to lead us to a longer route to where we're trying to go. But on the bright side, we found the P1 again. So the car we're trying to find, we're a little bit behind it. Maybe we can catch it, but if you guys can kind of see. That's the Jacob & Co Bugatti Chiron, personally owned by Jacob, the owner of the company. It just got delivered, I think. So let's see if we can maybe catch it and take some pictures. Getting them before the rush. The Aston Martin Valour and the Chiron, they're just over there, and I think everybody's gonna kind of run over here as soon as they see the fact that the cars are here. This is so cool. Honestly, crazy. This blue looks insane in person with the white kind of accents on it. The blue wheels and the blue calipers. It didn't look that crazy in pictures, but I'm not gonna lie, in person, this thing looks mega. Oh, that sounds weirdly good. Here we go again. Okay, let's try to circle around. 300 SL Gullwing, decent spot. So we found the Chiron. I don't know if it got pulled over. I was just talking to the cop. Everything seems to be okay, but sorry if I clickbaited you guys. I had to do it. Ooh, Larry right here winning auto in the GT4.
Alright, I expect really good lies when I see that picture on the internet later.
That was perfect timing. So crazy photo shoot. People are still following the car, honestly, just like we are. So huge crowd. Everybody's trying to get these photos. The sun is just beaming here. It's hard to get photos, but honestly, from this angle, you can really see the paint. The car looks incredible. So yeah, the Jacob & Co Bugatti just making its runs, getting photos everywhere. This right here, this is the definition of why Car Week is incredible. And we have Shmi 150 and the Ford GT. Look at that. Mr. Roy, double Fords just for me.
It's for you, sir. It's for you.
So the Shmi 150 fleet right here. Tim is taking his own pictures too. But yeah, the dark horse, the GT. And there he goes. We'll definitely see him again at some point this week. And the dark horse as well. And we have a Pista Spider right here. And we have a 250 Cali. I think it's a short wheelbase just here for a photo shoot, the same as all the other cars. This is kind of just the day that everybody's shooting the cars and all the photographers just go from place to place, just seeing what they can find being shot and kind of joining into the shoots. But you see some absolutely wild things just driving around here. Okay, CLK GTR on the move again. I don't think we're gonna get a close look, but there he is. CLK. And a Carrera GT. Oh, listen to the CLK. And we got more. Oh, Orange GT3 S 4.0.
Wow.
And another 360 Challenge Stradale. Look at this. We just happen to be standing here on the street looking at the other cars, and random Chiron SuperSport comes in. Look at what's coming. This is so unexpected. Oh, they're flying. All the resto mods, look at that. Brown, the car with brown wheels on brown interior. Here they come. Now we got an insane lineup of hypercars that's about to just rip right through here. I don't know if this way or that way, but we're gonna wait around the corner to be safe. Here's the first one right here. Wait, they're coming from everywhere. Damn. Oh, he's scraping, he's scraping. Trying to wire up, but oh, he can't even make the turn. I'm so confused what's happening. Here he goes. Ooh, this wire was scraped too. Now this one is crazy. The Apolllo IE with the doors up, and then the Bugatti Sport right behind it. I'm not even sure which one that is, but let's see. Oh, they're gonna scrape. They are going to scrape. They're gonna scrape. But yeah, the Porsche Sport right here, we saw this one in Orange County, but yep. Then the Chiron. Oh, we got one more. We thought we were done. He's gonna scrape, he's gonna scrape, he's gonna scrape. Oh. Is that a 918? What? Guys, this is car week. We were just watching a different car exit and just happened to be that a 918 is driving by while we're filming that. There's a 250 California, I think, long wheelbase, the one that was over there earlier. $20 million car, just casual. The sun is about to go down, but one of the last lineups for today of cars. But again, the day is still not over, but P1 HDK, 2 Chiron SuperSports, 1 carbon, 1 white. Guys, like, this is how crazy car week is. It just does not stop, and this is literally going to be the quietest day from now on. After this is going to get crazy and crazy and crazier every single day.